Welcome back. I am excited to take you on a journey. The journey involves eating and ranking all of the bin candies at the Sprouts supermarket. Right now, first up, we're gonna jump right into this. I'm gonna be doing this in batches, trying a few candies at a time and ranking them. So it'll take me several days to film this, but we'll see which is the best of the Sprouts candies. We're gonna start in Almond City, okay? So I'm working my way kind of left to right across the bins. The first almond up is a dark chocolate covered almond. This is the organic variety, by the way, which is an extra $6 a pound, I believe. Let's give it a taste. I generally prefer dark chocolate over milk chocolate. This is a solid dark chocolate covered almond. The almond doesn't taste stale. The chocolate and the almond kind of have a nice roasty flavor together, almost reminiscent of like coffee. Good chocolate to nut ratio. It has a softness to it that I like. Dark chocolate almond, organic dark chocolate almond. I mean, that's just a solid candy. That's A tier right there. Easy A tier. I'll put it like the letter right here, A tier. Yeah, can't complain. I mean, that's a satisfying sweet right there. All right, next up. This is a Jordan almond. Jordan almond. I think a Jordan almond is just a sugar-coated almond. I've had some in the past, but I couldn't tell you what it really is, so let's just eat it and find out. This is a really pretty color. It's kind of like not quite a periwinkle, but like a lavender. I don't know, let's just eat it. Oh, it's hard. Oh. Huh. Ooh. Oh. I don't like it. The flavor's okay. It's got a sweetness to it, almost like a white chocolate sweetness. But texture was rough on these. Really hard at first, and then you bite in and it's kind of sticky and soft, but maybe it's the shell of the Jordan almond that was a little too hard. So then as you're biting down, you just end up with hard bits and soft bits, sticky bits. I don't want to eat another one, but I'm going to try and bite down the center of this just to see what it looks like on the inside. Okay. Here's the cross section. So there is an almond in there, but it just kind of gets lost in the hard candy shell and what I'm assuming is like a milk chocolate sort of. All right, if a dark chocolate almond was A tier, the Jordan almond, I mean, it's a D tier, D plus. Wouldn't want to eat those ever again. No fun. Feel like you're gonna break your teeth at first on them, and then the flavor is just too sweet. So D plus. D plus. I'm excited to try this next one. Still in Almond City, we have the lemon cream almond. Covered in a lemon cream, beautiful yellow color. Let's give it a try. Much better texture. Even better than the, I'd say an even better texture than the dark chocolate almond, or maybe it's just in contrast to the Jordan almond. Much better. Good lemony cream flavor. I mean, it's a lemon taste that you've had before. It's lemon extract. It's sugar. It's, I mean, I guess there's a creaminess to it, but solid lemon flavor that pairs surprisingly well with the almond. So you get a little nutty, a little citrus, nice and sweet and tangy. Really creative. Dark chocolate almond, I could eat way more dark chocolate almonds than I could lemon cream almonds. Like, I'd be sick of them after maybe 4 or 5. But I'm going to give that an A minus. A minus for the lemon cream. Very fun. Okay, I'd like to make a correction to the last clip. After having a couple more of those lemon cream almonds, I'm going to demote it just a little bit to a B+. Again, good lemony flavor, good texture, but not mind-blowing. So B+ on that one. I'm back with a few more. We're still in the nut realm. We have 3 dark chocolate items. This one is a dark almond cluster. So it's big. It's the biggest candy we've faced so far. It's about the size of a golf ball in diameter. And let's give it a try. This is nowhere near as good as the dark chocolate organic almond that we had. The almonds are not as good. Maybe that's because they aren't organic in this case. The dark chocolate doesn't feel as good either. Now I'm wondering if the dark chocolate was also organic as part of the dark chocolate organic almond. Because the quality of everything here is not as good. And having multiple nuts in the same cluster is not as satisfying to eat because it fell apart as I bit into it. This is not a good dark chocolate almond variety. I'm going to give it a B minus. B minus. I mean, it's not quite a C. It's still chocolate and almond, so it's tasty. B minus. All right. Next dark chocolate nut. We have, let's see if you can guess, dark chocolate walnut. These are pretty because it's a whole walnut. It's not a it's not pieces of walnut. It is a whole walnut there, covered in dark chocolate. Really nice. We're back. We're back with that one. Definitely back in the A range. Soft walnut, solid flavor, reminiscent of maybe a hot fudge sundae with little pieces of walnuts in it. I'm just going to give it an A. You know, I think that dark chocolate almond we had as the first one was a little bit better. Just because I think the almond flavor is a little superior. Walnuts, you know, I can kind of taste, walnuts have that like little exterior skin to the nut that give it sort of that, I don't know, kind of earthy bitter taste, which, I don't know, is fine. You could taste that here, you know? So maybe if it was like a, whatever. I'm not going to do what ifs here. A, solid. Last one for this clip. We have the dark chocolate cashew. Dark chocolate cashew. Cashew's creamy. You know, walnut has that little bitter edge to it. The cashew is all smooth, buttery creaminess. I think I'm gonna have to eat one more, and maybe we even wash it out with a little coconut water. Let's try that again. You know, the texture's great. It's smooth. It's buttery. But it doesn't have a lot of flavor. The dark chocolate kind of overpowers the cashew. More so, you know, I think almond and walnut have a little more, they stand on their own there. I'm gonna give it an A-. You know, I like this. I could eat several of these. But it's right there with the walnut. The walnut has a little more going on. The cashew's a little more harmless. But they're both good. But neither were as good as that first dark chocolate almond I had. That is so far setting the high bar with that A+. What's up? We got 3 new ones. It's a little late at night, but we both had a sweet tooth after some yoga, and I'm very sleepy, but I'm gonna give you a very good review of our next item, the double dipped peanut. Double dipped peanut does not specify milk chocolate versus dark chocolate, but I believe it's gonna be milk chocolate. It is milk chocolate. It's definitely double dipped. It's a, as Brittany just said, you can't really taste the peanut because it's dipped not once, but twice in chocolate. I don't know. Mid. It really, the chocolate doesn't taste like much. The peanut doesn't taste like much. C+. Still in Peanut Town. Now we got a peanut cluster. Last time we had the almond cluster. This one I believe is also going to be milk chocolate. Also kind of bland. Definitely more peanut flavor. Better peanut flavor. Texturally, a little more going on. I thought I was gonna like the double dipped peanut more. This is at least a, I don't know. You wanna try? B-.
I'm good.
B-. All right. Luckily, we're gonna go back into dark chocolate territory with this next one. This is a dark chocolate covered pistachio, or in Italian, pistacchio. I mean, that's a good time. That's a good time right there. Try one of those. Solid pistachio flavor. I think they're salted.
That's good.
Right?
Pistachios are just good.
Pistachios are just good. And dark chocolate's good. And when you put them together, you're gonna have a good time. I'd say A-.
What's been the best one so far?
Best one so far has been the first thing we tried, which was a dark chocolate, organic dark chocolate covered almond. It was just really solid. Like, I think the thing with the pistachio is like, it's very flavorful. It's very intense. It's really good, but yeah, A-.
These are good.
Oh, we have a bonus item. This doesn't really count towards the video, but like I said, we had a sweet tooth moment. This is a chocolate chip custard twist. You can get a 6-pack, 5-pack, 6-pack of these, pretty sizable, for $2.99 at Sprouts.
It's like, you know,
pretty-
it doesn't look very good.
I think it looks good. It has like, you know, kind of like a croissant-y pastry dough with mini chocolate chips and some sort of custard component, probably running through the seam of the twist.
We wanted a chocolate chip muffin.
These are good.
Yeah, those are good.
All right, tune back in soon for more candy. Okay, next up, we got 4 more. And I decided today while I was at Sprouts that part 1 of the video is going to be just the chocolates, and then part 2 of the video is going to be the gummies and candies, I guess you could say. And our next up, we have, this is 85% dark chocolate, organic dark chocolate from Colombia. It says Lucre on it. It's good dark chocolate. 85% is you're gonna get more fruity notes. You're gonna get a little more of that bitterness, but still some of that fruitiness coming through. I really like it. Yeah, a lot of fruit notes coming through there. It's a good piece of dark chocolate. That's all that's going on. I'm gonna say B+. Solid, but you know, nothing mind-blowing there. Just a decent piece of dark chocolate. Next up, dark chocolate covered raisin. I'm a big fan of, well, I'm an okay fan of Raisinets, especially, I think they make a dark chocolate variety of Raisinets. So let's pop this bad boy in and see what we think. That's excellent. That's an excellent dark chocolate covered raisin. The raisins are soft. They're not too chewy or dry or stiff in any way. Nice, soft, pleasantly chewy raisin with an excellent dark chocolate to raisin ratio. Dark chocolate, I think, complements the sweetness of the raisin quite nicely. I could eat a whole lot of those personally. Really good. Really well done. That's an A. That is an A chocolate right there. So congrats to the dark chocolate raisins. All right, next up, while we're on the fruit train, this is a double dipped chocolate raisin. Double chocolate, or not raisin, cherry. It has a nice red color. Have you ever had like a cherry cordial? Very similar flavors. Very rich. I think it's like a cherry chocolate and a cherry in there. I'm going to do a little cross-section bite attempt. Oh, I ate the whole cherry. But here's the shell. So you can see it is in fact dipped twice. Once in what looks like milk chocolate, and then again in this cherry chocolate coating. It's a lot. If you like cherry flavor, You're gonna like this. I think this is a little better than the lemon cream almond. It reminds me of that, and that it has a little bit of that artificial fruit flavor in it, but it's nothing egregious. I'm gonna go with a B plus, almost an A minus. It's a little too sweet for me, but good cherry flavor, not bad. 2 more to go for today. This is, I took a picture, hold on. I took a picture of the label because I was like, I'm not gonna remember the full phrase. This is a 70% dark chocolate sea salt malt ball. 70% dark sea salt malt ball. It does have little flakes. No, wait, does it? It has a flakiness to it. I don't know if that's salt. Not usually a fan of malt balls, but let's try it. Crunchy core. Definitely has that malty flavor, but it's not like Whoppers. Much better than Whoppers. Much better than Whoppers. I hate Whoppers candies. That's pretty good, actually. The salt is nice. The salt really complements the malt. The dark chocolate, again, preventing it from being too sweet. We're going to try a half bite and see if I can get a cross section for you. So you have that kind of malty wafer in the center. Salt kind of within the chocolate, I guess. This is good. I didn't think I was going to like this, but that might be an A minus, honestly. And that's coming from a person who doesn't like malt balls. A minus. All right. I'm eating a lot of chocolate today. Next up, I've had this one before. This is the only one I've ever had before from Sprouts. Dark chocolate covered honeycomb. Last time was pretty dang good. Let's give it a try. It's really good. The honey flavor is subtle. The dark chocolate doesn't overpower it. It's got a little stickiness to it, a little crispiness to it. I just love the flavors of it. I think if I had a little cup of tea to go with this, I'd be in heaven. The texture is very unique. It sticks to the teeth a little bit. I'm going to say it. I think we have an S tier. That's an S tier candy right there. Very unique, very wonderful. Let's give it up for the dark chocolate honeycomb. Okay. Next up, dark chocolate covered mini pretzel stick. It's about a little over a centimeter long. I thought this would be better. I'm gonna eat 2 at once. These are really small, so I think you gotta eat at least 2 at once. No. I love pretzels. I love chocolate. You would think this would be good. I think the pretzels are kind of stale. So the pretzel quality is really letting me down here. This is, maybe if you get them fresher in the bins, they're better, but as is, terrible. Don't want them at all. D plus. Bad pretzels equal bad pretzel chocolate. Okay. These, at Sprouts, they call these chocolate gems. I'm assuming this is like an M&M. I'm gonna eat 2 at once, blue and yellow. Not bad. Is it better than M&M is really the question. First impression, they seem a little brighter compared to an M&M. Just in terms of their sweetness and their overall gem vibe. I don't know. B-. Boring. Not bad. All right, gonna keep it moving. This one, I have no idea what to expect. Dark chocolate covered toasted corn. Now, is this gonna be like a corn nut coated in dark chocolate? I do like corn nuts. I like the ranch corn nuts specifically. Let's try a chocolate covered toasted corn. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a corn nut coated in dark chocolate. I thought it was going to have more of like a break your teeth kind of quality to it, but the toasted corn is not too hard. I don't know how well the flavors actually go together though. You get that corn, you get the dark chocolate. It's definitely the most exciting thing I've eaten so far out of this batch. I'm gonna go B. More exciting, more fun than the chocolate gem, but I don't know, flavors just don't make that much sense to me. All right, I gotta pull up a picture of the label for the next one because it has a really long name. Next up, it's whitish. This is a pistachio toasted coconut cream brownie bite. Pistachio toasted coconut cream brownie. That sounds very exciting. There's a lot going on there. I'll pop one in my mouth and then I'll give you a cross section on the next one. All right, here we go. That was pretty good. That was pretty tasty. I thought it was going to be kind of gross because it had so much going on, but all right. Definitely toasted coconut in there. I love coconut flavor. Not getting much pistachio. It's creamy, I guess. It's a little closer to white chocolate than it is like a cream. Let's see what the cross section looks like. All right. So you can see there is a brownie bite in the core. I think I would have loved more brownie to pistachio coconut cream ratio because I don't really get a lot of brownie flavor. It's pretty soft throughout. You bite through the soft cream into the soft brownie. It's good. It's very good. Not too sweet, not too artificial. Not getting a ton of pistachio, but there's a little nuttiness there. That's an A- candy right there. So, well done, Sprouts, for that one. That's out there, but I think it's well executed. Yeah, A-. All right, we got 3 more. Here we go, jumping right in. This is a rainbow peanut butter gem, purple edition. I'd rather have a Reese's Pieces, honestly. Doesn't even taste very peanut buttery. This is actually, first impression, pretty gross. I did just have ice cream, really good ice cream, so that probably affects your palate. But these are not good. D+. Okay. Still in Peanut Butter Town, we have a
mini peanut butter chocolate cup. Better than the gem. Better peanut butter flavor. A creamier peanut butter. Good chocolate. Good texture. Good chocolate to peanut butter ratio. That's a good bite. I'm going to go A minus. That's solid. Way better than the gem. Night and day. Okay. Last but not least, this is a sea salt dark chocolate. I think it's a caramel. I can't really remember. Dark chocolate something. Oh, it's really soft. Very round. Definitely caramel. It's not as sweet as the two peanut butter things I just had. Texturally, it's pretty nice. A little bit of salt. Where it's letting me down is the caramel is not very luxurious caramel flavor. It's just kind of a basic caramel. B. Maybe B minus. Yeah. Let's go with B minus.
We got some more. 4 new ones to try. White mint cocoa brownie bites. White mint cocoa brownie bites. Sound kind of gross. That's what it looks like. It's white and bespeckled with brownie. Oh, that's not what this is. This is a white mint cookie malt ball. Better than I thought it would be. The mint and the malt go well together. The white chocolate's, it is what it is. Better than I thought. I'm going to give it a B. Next up, mini chocolate toffee. Crunchy toffee. Not too hard. Not the kind of toffee where you feel like you're going to break your teeth on it. It's milk chocolate. It's toffee. It has a nice sort of salty, caramelly quality to it. I find toffee to be kind of boring though. B minus. Just kind of boring. But nothing offensive. All right. It's a little late at night and I'm getting sleepy. But this is a dark chocolate covered espresso bean. I think it's a dark roast espresso bean, so it has sort of that burnt, bitter quality. I never find the texture of chocolate covered coffee beans to be all that good either. It gets kind of stuck in your teeth. The dark chocolate is tasty, but I just don't really like chocolate covered coffee beans all that much. B minus, It's a little more interesting than the toffee bite, but texturally is where it's letting me down. C plus, B minus. I'll go B minus. All right, a lot of lackluster chocolates today. But our final item, this is what I thought I had earlier, the white mint cocoa brownie bites. And they come in different colors. So there's a white one and a chocolate one. Let's try the chocolate one first. But they're all in the same bin. Chocolate one's good. Reminds me a lot of like an Andes bar, but with the soft kind of chewy texture of a brownie, which is fun. That was surprisingly solid. I'd give that a B+. Let's try the white one. Kind of works too. The mint kind of balances the sweetness of the white chocolate. Slightly overpowers the brownie, but you know, I'd say the white version was maybe a B. Chocolate version was a B+. I'll round up to a B+ for the white chocolate mint cocoa brownie bites. All right, it's time to rip the Band-Aid off. I have several chocolates to eat for the final segment of this video. So let's get going. Okay. Bear with me because I have a lot of different chocolates here and I'm not sure which ones are which, but I definitely know what this one is. Dubai style pistachio caramel. Dubai style. All right, I got 2 of these. I'm gonna take the irregularly shaped one and bite into it so we can see what the inside looks like. Chocolate, caramel, and some sort of pistachio dust around it. It's really fudgy. And the caramel is sticky. It's like sticky fudgy. Pretty underwhelming. And that's coming from someone who's hungry. It doesn't work. The elements don't work. I don't like the whatever caramel Sprouts uses for these is not quality caramel. The fudgy chocolate is kind of flavorless. Not getting much pistachio flavor. This is not really, Dubai would not be happy with this. I'll just say that. I'm gonna go with a C on the Dubai pistachio caramels. Next up, we got, this is I believe a dark chocolate walnut, which we did before. But the last one, to clarify, was organic dark chocolate walnut. This is just regular dark chocolate walnut. Much better, simple, good walnut flavor, good walnut texture. Dark chocolate is nice. I don't remember what I gave the original or the organic dark chocolate variety. But I would say that was really good. That was a delicious bite. A-. A-. You can go back and watch the beginning of the video and I guess I don't know. It was, yeah, A-. Solid. All right, this is gonna be a lot of chocolate today. I know what this is. Milk chocolate raisin. We had the dark chocolate raisin, which was a big success. Here's milk chocolate. Again, nice raisin texture. Soft.
I like it with the milk chocolate too. Their milk chocolate isn't too sweet. It's not like a Hershey's milk chocolate that has that weird aftertaste. It's just a solid, harmless milk chocolate. That was a good bite. Probably just as good as the walnut, honestly. So I'm going to go A- for the dark, or for the milk chocolate covered raisin. All right. While we're in milk chocolate town, let's see if you can guess what this is. Okay. Got your guess? It's a milk chocolate gummy bear. Milk chocolate covered gummy bear. All right. Here we go. I have two of these, so I'll do one bite, just pop it in, and then one bite it in half and show you what it looks like. Mmm. Okay, these remind me of these remind me of jelly rings. Have you ever had a jelly ring? I think it's like I don't know if it's a like Jewish candy or Middle Eastern candy, but my friend growing up always had jelly rings, which is, I mean, just a fruit jelly covered in chocolate. Here's the cross section. So this appears to be maybe, oh, definitely orange. So that's what's fun too, is they have the different gummy bear flavors. And Sprouts makes a good gummy bear. So not only do you have the different gummy bear flavors, you have the incorporation of milk chocolate. I think this is a lot more fun than a regular gummy bear. I'm really getting the nostalgia hit from all the jelly rings I used to eat at my buddy's house growing up. And for that very subjective reason, these are going to get a B+. You know, would I rather just have chocolate? Yes. But is it as weird as you might think? No, it works. It works. It's a solid B+. All right, let's keep going. All right, so there's a couple different almonds we have to try. One is, this is a milk chocolate almond, I believe. Milk chocolate almond. It's good. Not as good as dark chocolate. B+. Definitely would much rather have the dark chocolate. Milk chocolate just doesn't have as much flavor. Good almond though. Good almond bite. All right. One of the first things we did in the video was an organic dark chocolate covered almond. This, and that got an A+, I believe. This is just a natural, or not natural, a non-organic dark chocolate almond. You know, I think I might be imagining this difference, but I think the organic almond had a better texture. It had more of that silky, soft almond texture, like when they're really fresh, I guess. These are a little more on the stale side of the spectrum. They're not stale, like they're not, but they're just not as, compared to that organic one. I'd say the only thing lacking here is that texture in the almond. Still really good. Still probably an A. Really good, but if I'm gonna pull hairs and try and find a distinction between the two, I do think there is a difference in texture. All right, I think we still have 3 more. Okay, that's okay. Next up, I think this is just a milk chocolate covered peanut cluster. I think. Checking my photos of all the labels. Milk chocolate peanut cluster. Okay, what's interesting about this is I think it's better. Didn't we have a dark chocolate peanut cluster that I didn't really like? This I like. It reminds you much more of like a Snickers or what else? Like what's Baby Ruth? Like that classic combination of milk chocolate and peanut. The peanuts for these ones also taste softer for some reason. Like they have better texture than the last cluster I had. And the milk chocolate, for whatever reason, I think complements peanuts maybe better than dark chocolate. That was satisfying. A- for the milk chocolate peanut cluster. I'm surprised by that. All right. Next up, it's a lot of chocolate. Milk chocolate caramel pecan clusters. Milk chocolate caramel pecan clusters. I say pecan usually. Pecan? I say pecan pie, but pecan in chocolate form. Let's see if this is the caramel variety. Huh. All right. Okay, it's definitely pecan. Pecan. I just don't like their caramel. Their caramel spoils everything for me. The pecan has nice flavor, but the caramel's just B minus, C plus. The pecan is what's saving this. I guess I say pecan. Oh, but the texture of the caramel and the, it's really sweet. C plus. No good. Or mediocre, I guess. Okay, so if that was a pecan cluster, that means this is a milk chocolate peanut caramel cluster. A lot of peanuts packed in there. I didn't get much caramel in that bite. Much less caramel in this cluster compared to the pecan. You can see the pecan just kind of spewing out. This one is more peanut, which makes it very similar to the milk chocolate peanut cluster that we have. Which is good. It's more like a Snickers because it's less caramel. But it has that peanut milk chocolate. I liked just the plain cluster more. We're going to go B plus for that. Okay, we're almost there. Holy moly. We are almost there, which means this is a chocolate sea salt almond. This appears in the trio, which comes with milk chocolate covered, dark chocolate covered, and white chocolate covered. I didn't feel like trying all three, so I just got the dark chocolate variety to see if that addition of sea salt is nice or not. Oh. I don't know if that was a salt cluster that I bit down on, or part of the almond. But there's something kind of hard in there. It does not benefit from having salt. I'll just say that. I'm on the chocolate sea salt almond trio. Not as good as just a plain, just give me a dark chocolate covered almond. I don't want the sea salt in there. Doesn't need to be there. Kind of takes away from the nuttiness of the almond. And to close it out, our final bin chocolate from Sprouts is a toasted coconut fudge almond. You can tell from its sort of bespeckled appearance. I'm wondering if that's coconut in there. All right. I'm also drinking coconut water, which doesn't really taste that coconutty, but vibrant. All right, here we go. Toasted coconut fudge almond. It's yummy. Definitely got the toasted coconut flavors. Almond's good in there. I mean, I love an almond joy, and this is nice because it feels like a more adult, sophisticated version with the dark chocolate and the toasted coconut. I think it's dark chocolate. It said fudge, but it's not. It wasn't overly fudgy. Um, you know, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna give that an A plus, but I'm also going to upgrade the organic. The first thing we ate, I'm gonna give an upgrade because we've tried so many chocolates at this point, and I do swear by that dark chocolate covered honeycomb. I think that is a special chocolate. And my other favorite, my other one that I was like, wow, that was an amazing bite, was just the dark chocolate organic covered almond. So I'm going to upgrade that one to an S tier, but our fudge coconut almond will get a solid A plus because that was delicious. I think that's it. We did it. We did it, which is amazing. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. You can stay tuned. I'm going to do one more video like this where I try all of the bin candy. You know, we did chocolate this time, so now I'll do like the gummy worms, gummy bears, peach rings. Luckily, there's not quite as many as the chocolate bin selection. And I don't really like that kind of sweet, chewy candy as much as I do chocolate. So I'm less excited, but I'm excited to, you know, see what's out there. So yeah, if you stayed to the end of this video, thank you so much. You know, hit that subscribe button and whatever, and stay tuned for the next installment of 26 Fortnights.